A new leaked miniature today, and in finest potato camera as well. It seems like Custodes are going to be getting a new reinforcement this weekend. Hello and welcome back to Auspex Tactics, where today we're just taking a quick look at a new miniature leak. It appears that one of the things that Games Workshop are previewing on Saturday appears to have already escaped confinement and is in the hands of the internet now. For those that weren't already aware, Games Workshop is doing another big one of their online previews on Saturday. This one's to mark their Warhammer Day event, and there's going to be at least some previews for the vast majority of the big systems, Warhammer 40k included. It looks like one of the things that they're going to be revealing is this Custodes model, though hopefully they have a bit of a higher definition picture than this. So this picture was sent to me by someone who saw it on the Bolter and Chainsword, though apparently that wasn't the first place that it was posted this morning. It does appear to be a new character for the Adeptus Custodes, and it's pretty certain that Games Workshop are going to be showing it off this weekend, as it basically matches perfectly with the silhouette on the right that was part of their promotion for the Warhammer Fest reveals. It looks like the silhouette might be taken from a slightly different angle as the sword's a bit bigger, but it is undoubtedly the same miniature. I'm not saying that someone couldn't have made a slightly elaborate fake model for this, perhaps just literally taken that silhouette and filled it in with something plausible, but to me this feels pretty believable, and it fits in quite well with what we know was coming already. This does seem that it might be confirmation that that leaked 40k release schedule continues to be right. They've been right about all the releases up to now, and they had the two codexes releasing in December pegged to be Custodes and Genestealer cults, each of them getting their own character released at the same time. They predicted that the Custodes one would be a lieutenant equivalent character for the Custodes, which to me would fit pretty well with this model. Interestingly, it does kind of seem a bit less armoured than the majority of Custodes miniatures. The legs and shoulder pads seem a bit more in keeping with the Venetari Custodians, so we might well be seeing a 3+ save for him. I guess that might help differentiate him from shield captains, and might be quite handy if he is a buffing character, meaning that you wouldn't have to invest quite as many points for him. We've seen really quite a few factions get lieutenant style characters over the course of the year. There's been that Skitari Marshal and the Sisters Palatine. The rule seems to be with the 9th edition codexes that you either get a big model release or you get a mini character of some sort, and adding either a lieutenant or chaplain style equivalent does seem to be a common way that they like to go. I guess he could just be a bit more like a combat character, but it seems kind of unlikely if he's not wearing as much plate as the rest of the Custodians are. As best I can tell, it looks a bit too big to be a Sister of Silence miniature, which I guess is a bit of a shame for the Custodes list. I certainly think that one of the next most logical steps for a character release for them would be to have some sort of Sister of Silence leader, as at the moment they can field a bunch of squads, but don't actually have any proper character to lead them into battle, unless you take Valerian and Alea, but they come as a pair, so feel a bit different in my eyes. With a Custodes miniature on the cards, it does seem like a very safe bet that they might reveal the Custodes Codex this weekend in the reviews, and maybe the Genestealer cult and their character as well. We know for definite that there's an Imperial and Xenos Codex coming in December, and that would fit in very well with the leak. In any case, I'll certainly be covering the reveals after they come out on Saturday. The video might be a little bit late out, I'm afraid, but I will get one done. A new Custodes Codex could certainly be interesting, though I'll admit, as factions go, they aren't doing the worst right now. Certainly Genestealer cult are one of the ones at the bottom of the barrel, though. I could certainly use a boost. Feel free to subscribe to Auspex Tactics if you'd like to see that, or just check back later. I'm looking forward to any leaked rules that we see for either faction, and I'll review the codexes when they're out. Finally, if you've enjoyed the video and you'd like to help keep the channel going, I would just like to mention that there's a Patreon page and an Element Games link down in the video description. They're the things that give me the time to spend quite so much time making videos about model soldiers, so feel free to check them out if you're interested. In any case, an absolutely massive thank you for listening, and I'll hope to see you guys next time.